Guys, welcome to Shay's Intuition to Shay. I want to welcome you guys. Welcome my Saggies. What's up? Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you enjoyed your day. Alright. I believe Valentine's Day should be every day, which it is. I think that you should do something nice for your loved ones just to brighten that day every day. Even if it's a kiss on the forehead down to I appreciate you. So, that's how I feel about it. Not that you asked. I just told you. What's up, my Saggies? Thank you, Spirit, so much for giving me the ability to share others. Give me clarity on the real Sagittarius. Please give me a message. Give us it. Alright, guys. Let's get started. Using your intuition. Became more spiritually strengthened. Building firm foundations. Receiving material harvest. Returning to conflict and defeat. Making situations harder than it needs to be. But in between doing that, it's strengthening your spiritual alignment and you're using your intuition more. Not saying that what you are doing isn't like what you know, or what you've seen, or what you've heard isn't correct as far as your intuition. It's just that I think that it makes it a little bit harder for you to move forward past things that no longer serve you to get to this firm foundation that you need to be building. Everything don't have to be a battle. If some things come to you easy, it's because it's supposed to. You've worked hard on other things, partnerships and alliances and sacral chakra. So whatever partnerships or love relationships or anything that you want to be equal, you have to live equally. You have to know that everything that you give, you receive back. If you give good, you'll receive good. If you give bad, you'll receive bad. You know, like if you want a situation to turn around and be for its best, you have to start with you first. The man in the mirror. Sacral chakra. 2. Someone's been saying 2s. 2, 2, 2, 2, maybe 4 2s. Maybe 3 2s. Maybe 4s. You have to be more equal, show more duality, be more diplomatic when it comes to situations that deserve that treatment. Don't always be in a battle mode or warrior mode. Just release things that don't serve you. Learn how to do that. Learn how to do it. Known as the sacral chakra, the second chakra is located 2 fingers below your navel and relates to emotions, desires, creativity, and sexuality. To keep this chakra balanced, it is energy flowing. Try dancing, moving your hips, and lower abdomen. Use a color meditation and practice yoga. Express your sexuality and nurture yourself. And remember, you do matter. So make sure that you are making yourself more comfortable, bettering yourself. You have to make sure that you are filling your cup up first, because you have to in order to share it with others, especially as much as you do now. You share a lot of yourself. You are very giving, and with that, it's good and bad, because there comes a time where you are depleted And when you're depleted, you're no good to anyone. The meaning of this card, which I'm reading about partnerships and alliances, the meaning of this card denotes that you're now starting to see the fruits of your labor take seed and blossom. There may be still a lot to do, but watch out for synchronicities, which could bring opportunities to form connections or unexpected alliances that may create something new. These could assist you in gathering resources for future projects. Excuse me. With all partnerships, always remember that there has to be an even exchange of energy. If you give too much, whereas your partner gives too little, it will leave you feeling energetically drained and cause potential disharmony in the union. There must be overall balance within the alliance in order for it to work and blend together for optimum results. This card reminds you that the success comes in many forms, even from the most unlikely sources. Have an open mind when listening to others. So, like I stated, I can't lie, I only read what the cards state. You have to make sure everything's balanced. You have to be more understanding, more diplomatic on certain situations you normally don't be, because everything that you pray for is now coming into fruition. However, you will block those blessings if you don't focus on the higher product, the ending goal. 2, synchronicities, as they were stating in the book. The reason why you're seeing synchronicities is because you have opportunities being thrown at you, and they are trying to give you heads up on when it's coming or when it's presented to you. So you got to know how to act out of logic and not feel like you're always in a battle. You always triumphing to get to something. Not everything is going to serve as you don't have to be in a battle all the time, if that makes sense. Like, triumphant. The power of your soul is pushing and nudging you to steadily forward. Whether you're setting new goals, developing ideas, or planning a journey, it's essential that it's carefully thought out. When you tap into your inner guidance and balance it with self-control, hard work, and perseverance, it's likely to manifest a triumphant outcome. It's time for you to be single-minded and focused on the end goal. Visualize the successful results as if it was happening right now. When you're achieved what you set out to do, your ability to meet other life challenges will be significantly increased. When you try to move forward without balanced directional guidance, it's easy to slip off your intended path and be drawn away from the desired goal. Now is not the time to let go or allow the river of life to pull you into its current, as you can so easily lose control. Grab your oats. Grip them tightly and stare carefully toward your highest aim or destination. The triumphant card reminds you that you don't have to be alone with all of the life's ups and downs and the challenges that you face. This is a time to tap into the power, knowledge of others, as well as to use the inner resources that are within you. What is going on? Excuse me. The triumphant card reminds you that you don't have to be alone with all of the life's ups and downs and the challenges that you face. This is a time to tap into the powerful knowledge of others, as well as to use the inner resources that are within you. In a normal traditional deck, this would be the Chariot card. So it's moving forward in a fearful way. However, please plan everything that you set out. Please plan it. Why? And when I say plan it, not, okay, I see myself now, I'm going to be a doctor. That's it. Nothing in between. I think that every time you make a plan, it should be, okay, if you open in a business, pick out a business name. That's one goal. Then ring a bell. Get it licensed. Get my LLC. Get my EIN. Ding, hit the bells as you go forward. That's your plan. That's how you're going to do it. Not, okay, I want a business, and then I opened a business. I want to be successful with my business, and now I just opened a business and I'm successful. That's not, you don't have no in-betweens. Please make sure you tap your back every time you hit something. Every goal that you set forth, and you have to make the goals in more smaller increments than a big massive mess, because you'll come off of the path that you have put yourself on of enlightenment. Like, this is the best path for you. This is the path that you want. You know this is where you belong. You have to let go of knowing the intuition, and it's like the intuition is telling you certain things that you are to know, but you got to know what to do with the information that's being given. You've been seeing synchronicities, either 9s, 2s, 4s, 4s. You are seeing synchronicities, and that's because things are being thrown at you. Open your eyes to the new opportunities that's coming your way. Please do not get swallowed up in your emotions and not know how to accept or receive the great things coming your way. Sagittarius, this is what you've been asking for. It's like you want to know things you already know. You have the answer to everything that you seek, and you know how you should move forward. However, you are still with conflict and defeat sometimes. Like that's your challenge. In order to get to this material harvest and the happiness in your spiritual ground and being spiritually grounded and building strong, firm foundations and being equal with your partner, you have to get yourself out of the conflict and defeat. You're never defeated unless you are defeated, unless you give yourself a reason to be defeated. You aren't defeated. You're not a victim. You are a warrior. You triumphantly got out of all the situations, the challenge. But don't make everything a challenge because you're so used to having challenges. Allow things that come easy to come easy. Remind yourself that I deserve the things that are coming easy to me because I've worked hard. I've been through all of my challenges. I've suffered enough. It's time for me to reap the benefits, and just allow those things to come in. Don't fight against it. Don't fight it. Don't fight it. Just because you know so much, because you're so intuitive, don't fight against the things that are for you. Just let them come in and reap the happiness. Earth angel, you are a light worker who has come to the earth to teach about love, unconditional love. That's what I'm speaking of. I can only tell you what the card. I can't make that shit up. I can only tell you what the cards are saying. You have to learn how to be more of more like your ascended masters, more like some that godly like figure, that knowing that that Buddha calm feeling. You can't. That Zen needed, that will get you to a point in life where nothing will bother you because you know that these are a part of life. And I'm here to show you what love is about. What loving yourself, loving earth, loving your abundance, your surroundings, everything that you manifested, love it and appreciate it and know that it's a part of your journey. You deserve all of the things that are coming in, and know it, and use your heart chakra, which we have the answer that you seek in your heart. The answer that you seek is in your heart right now. Be open to giving and receiving love. You have to open up. You are living out of a space of conflict and defeat, and you have to leave that space in order to open up your heart and receive all the happiness that's coming to you. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve all of it. Everything. You planted these seeds, and now that it's here, you don't even know how to accept it because it's just so much. You didn't even expect that it was just going to turn overnight. Like, oh my goodness. I knew that I know I was strong, but I didn't know my manifestations was this strong, and that's how you are looking at it. Yet you still living out of this conflict and defeat phase of life. It's like, I know I need to let this go. I know I need to stop seeking for things that no longer serves me. I know I need to be more of a diligent student on earth and know that things happen for a reason and move forward. But something just keeps holding me back. Sacral chakra. You are highly sensitive to chemicals, additives, processed foods, and energies right now. Respect your sensitivities by avoiding harsh items, situations, and relationships. The energy that's around you will have you moving in a way that you normally wouldn't. Okay? So when it comes to your sacral chakra, get up and wait. I knew it. Because I'm like, didn't the sacral chakra come out already? It is time for you to get up and feel good about the things that are coming your way. Feel great about all the new life changes that you've prayed for and saw yourself doing and put all that energy into it. When it came to manifesting it, pat yourself on the back. This is definitely a triumphant success. When it comes to changing your diet or changing your atmosphere, or people that you notice that some people are falling off, allow it to happen, because what happens is God has a way of taking the trash out for you. And not saying that these people or these things are trash, they just no longer serve you right now. And allow it to happen. You are sensitive to things that you put in your body now, and know that sometimes you may not need it. It's just a mind altering substance, or is a mind altering situation that makes you feel like you need it, but you really don't, or you need to release that energy and you really don't need to, in that form of fashion. So just be mindful. Don't beat yourself up, but just be mindful that the chemicals and things that you put into your body may no longer serve you anymore. Maybe you have gotten to a point where you no longer need those things anymore that you needed prior. It's time to release some of the things that no longer serve you, and any harsh items that you feel is harsh within you. You have now put in the manifestation that I am putting something in my body that's no good for me. So then you're going to have to release it. You're going to have to change it. Even down to relationships. Any harmful, negative, harsh words you use towards somebody, you have to release that. Any harsh feelings or vindictiveness or resentment that you have for anybody, you have to release it, because that is what's keeping you in the conflict and defeat, and you don't need to be in that anymore. It's over. You've learned your lessons. People can only hurt you if you allow them to hurt you. People can only do what you allow them to do to you. Okay? You can't cheat on me unless I feel cheated. You can't steal from me unless I feel like I've been stolen from. Just certain things, your reactions need to be a little bit different. Just use your heart chakra more. Know that is what it's all about. You got to get your chakras in alignment. I think that the ascended man. Didn't I say you need to be more like the ascended masters? Powerful, loving, and wise spiritual teachers are watching over and guiding you. You are a teacher. You're here to be a teacher, and you're here to teach love and unconditional love at that. And that is one of the things that humans aren't brought up to understand, or self-love. You aren't taught to love yourself. You're taught to love thy neighbor, or you're taught to love the family that you have, or you're taught to do everything else but love yourself. You're here to teach that. You're here to teach how to love yourself. You're here to teach how to be a part of the unconditional love and appreciation and gratitude part of life. And the ascended masters that has already conquered that, as you see, and this is what I'm going to do a video on. I'm going to keep this card out. So the ascended masters, if you really can see, they have a little bit of everybody, right? Oh, goodness. So you see Jesus, you see Buddha, you see Shiva, you see... It's so many. I want y'all to see it. Anywho, you get it. These are the ascended masters. They have came to earth and mastered what we should be doing, how we should be going about life. And out of all of them, what they have in common, which is so much stuff, is being able to be an alchemist and change the reaction to how they deal with things. Somebody spit on them, most persons, I'll beat the shit out. I'll slap your fucking spit out your, that type of shit, right? You get mad, right? But alchemists react in ways you wouldn't expect, because they are now ascended. They are now on a path of righteousness. They are now looking towards the bigger picture, not just the now. You guys, you have the ability to change everything in your circle. You are now here in a place where you have everything that you asked for. I want you just to sit in it. Even if it didn't come the way that you expected it to come, just know that it is here. Feel it, know it, live it, stand by it, and you'll see how you too can change your situations, okay? And that's what this is. This is what Spirit wants you to see. They want you to see that the direction that you're heading in is going to show you the light at the end of the tunnel. Like, you see that light. You are there. You've been searching. You've been asking, praying, crying about this. And now the light at the tunnel is finally here for you. The direction that you have put yourself on is in the right path. Just know that when you are in this, please stay out of the conflict and defeat mode. Please, that no longer serves you. Let that go for 2020. The spiritual strength and material harvest, using your intuition and trying and winning at all, not saying winning at all costs, but aiming to see the bigger picture, the light at the tunnel, to get to the bigger reasoning. So winning at the cost of your happiness. Like, I'm going to get there, so I'm going to put my happiness first, and that's going to drive me there. That's why I'm galloping on the best way to my happiness, knowing that I'm an earth angel and I was put here to show love and to teach love, because I'm heading in a direction where I want to be one of the ascended masters as I get to the ending of my soul purpose. And I want to be able to be a deity and show others that there is a there's always a way. Like, the ascended masters are people that came to earth and mastered the art of humanity and unconditional love and the understanding of diversity and alchemism and changing your direction of life and your thought process and sacrifices and like just the whole morale of happiness and knowing what happiness is for you, because you're taught so much to focus on what is so bad in your life that when good things do come around, you don't really appreciate it, because you look more for, oh my goodness, here go the bad, it's coming, but you're not taught to appreciate those things that do happen and know that there's always a way to change your situation. You always have that opportunity to move forward and change the situation that no longer serves you. So just know that the light is at the end of the tunnel. 7 triumphant. You're there. Live in it. Enjoy it. Cherish it. Listen, appreciate everything that's happening. Appreciate it and stay out of the conflict and defeat mode. It is not going to serve you. The direction that you're on, the path that you're on, is the righteous path, and it's the right one for you. Just know that. Accept the love that's being given to you right now. Everything that's coming your way, all your ships, everything. This is everything you asked for. You prayed for this. You just wanted to just flow in and just swoop you off your feet, and allow it to. Open your heart. Change your whole mindset and change yourself. Health is wealth, so start eating better, start living better, start talking better, start with the mindset, and everything else will fall in place. Just know that you do not have to be on attack mode anymore. You've learned your lessons. You won't forget those lessons. That's one thing nobody can take from you, is your wisdom. You'll die with that. So just know that I can be nobody's fool, and open up your heart and accept the love that's being given to you. Sagittarius, it is time. That is going to be the beginning of you building a strong foundation. Okay? So it's like, just make sure that you focus on what's really important. Like, what's really important? What do I really enjoy? What makes me happy? Love who loves you. Seek who seeks for you. Make sure you're not just giving out the energy to the wrong person, because this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with everyone, but just know that This is what you've asked for whoever this resonates with. This is what you seek for. You are seeing synchronicities. There are numbers that's all around you all the time. There's songs that come on. There's feathers. There's coins. Whatever you see as a synchronicity, the higher realm is trying to explain to you that you're on the path of righteousness. Just make sure that you focus and you make decisions accountable. Take accountability for the decisions that you make, but make them, how should I say it? So give me a word to use. What's this? Small and counted steps. Make sure that you stay focused and take the steps needed. Don't pick up the conflict and defeat. The things that happened to you in the past, let them go. Let it go. And look forward to the fool. Look forward to, I'm sorry, y'all. Look forward to new beginnings, happiness, understanding, that everything that you pray for, everything that you envisioned is coming. Everything that you had hope in. Everything that you like is unbelievable. Like, but it's like I went through all of that, but it was worth it. That's how I look at it. All right, you guys. So you have the Six of Cups in reverse, and you have the Hermit card in reverse. So the hastiness, the immaturity, the withdrawal, the isolation, forgiving, taking things too serious, living in the past, you no longer have that. That's something that you're releasing, along with the conflict and defeat, because the new beginnings they don't hold space for that anymore. You have the Nine of Cups. The improvements are here. They're underway. Feeling pleased, feeling content, feeling things are moving forward. Awesome reading. All right, you guys. This has been a reading for Sagittarius for February 2020. I thank you guys so much for tuning in. If it resonated, please like, subscribe. Please like, subscribe, and share. I do not have a problem with you sharing my messages. I do believe Spirit gives me a message to share to you, for you to share to others. All right, you guys. I'll see you sometime in March. Peace.